Thank you for stopping by. This is Jeffrey Weiss, your political activist, keeping you informed of local and world events. Today we discuss Trump's obsession with the border wall. Because of the growing surge of Central American immigrants applying for asylum, this week Trump ordered the State Department to slash $500 million in humanitarian aid to El Salvador, Guatemala, and Honduras. This because he feels the governments of those countries have not done enough to stem the tide of its citizens trying to enter America. The stupidity of this action should be self-evident. People are fleeing the country because there are no jobs and high crime. If aid is withdrawn, conditions will get worse and more people will attempt to flee the country. Trump claims that Muslim terrorists are crossing the border along with immigrants from Mexico and Central America. There is zero proof of this. One more fabrication in a litany of fabrications by Trump. If the border with Mexico is closed, then $1.7 billion in goods and service that cross the border each day will come to a halt. The New York Post said even the most partisan Democrats are hard-pressed at this point to deny that the border crisis President Trump has been warning against actually exists. The New York Post has been duped like millions of Americans. Immigrants do not drain the coffers of social services. Immigrants commit crimes at a lower rate than the general population. Immigrants fill jobs Americans don't want. A country's economy only grows by increased productivity or increases in population. Since Trump does not allocate money to retrain American workers losing jobs in manufacturing, the only course open is immigration. We desperately need people to fill the low-end jobs. We should be thanking them, welcoming them. Mexico is our third largest trading partner. Any disruption would seriously damage our economy and disrupt supply chains and raise consumer prices. The answer to the immigration problem is to address the crime, poverty, and gang violence in those countries. The answer is to legalize drugs. That is how the gangs make their money. That is why there is violence. That is why there is corruption. Immigrants think that they and their families will be killed if they stay. Only by taking away the reasons for them fleeing will the problem end. The only reason Donald Trump hypes the border issue is because he promised his base a wall. Since he couldn't get that, he's going for a border crossing. He is a lying, thieving, duplicitous, gutless moron. If my articles interest you, please use the link to check out my website and books. Thank you very much.